Alright, welcome back to learn introductory JavaScript by building a pyramid generator. This is part of the JavaScript algorithms and data structures on FreeCodeCamp. So we're on step 29, and it says our loop now needs a proper iterator. So this for this for loop right here. So to control how loop iterates or goes through your logic, it is common for use of I as your iterator variable in a loop. So a for loop allows us to declare this in parentheses, for example. So for example, over here, the for declares an index variable and assigns to 100. So we're going to replace the iterator string over here on line 5 with a let declaration for the variable I. So we're going to replace this iterator string and write let I equal, and instead assign it to a value of 0 to start, just like this, and this will give the I variable the value of 0 the first time your loop runs, just like this. So now step 30, it says the condition of the for loop tells the loop how many times it should run. It should iterate. When the condition becomes false, the loop will stop. So in JavaScript, it could be a Boolean value, which is true and false. These are not strings. So for now, we're going to use the less than operator. This allows us to check if the value of the on the left is less than the value on the right. For example, count less than 3 would evaluate true if the count is 2. And the other way around, it will be false if the count is 4. So we're going to replace the condition string with the condition to check if I is less than the count. So I is going to let I start at 0, and then it's going to be I is less than count, just like this. So now when you reassign a variable, you could use the variable to reference the previous value before the reassignment. This allows you to do things like add 3 to an existing number. For example, b's equal to b's plus 3 would increase the value of b's by 3. So we're going to use this syntax to replace our iteration string with a reassignment statement that increases I by 1. So we could do I plus plus. Or we could just do I plus 1. I plus 1 back to the I variable. I plus maybe? Or it should be I plus I. Or not. You should add 1 to your I variable. So statement, so with the reassignment statement, I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, so it should be I is equal to I plus 1. So now our loop should run 8 times inside the body for the loop of the loop, and print the value of I iterator to see what's happening. So inside a body, you could do console log I, and we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now step 33, it says you should see the numbers 0 through 7 printed on our console, which we did. 1 per line. This will serve a foundation of generating our pyramid. So we're going to replace our log statement with the log to push I to our rows array. So we're going to replace our log statement with a statement to push I to our So we're going to do rows dot push I, and this should be 9-sided console log. So it should just be rows dot push I, and we're using the push method. So now step 34, it says unfortunately now you cannot see what the loop is doing. So we're going to use let to declare a result variable. So let's do that. We're going to do let result equal and assign it to an empty string. An empty string is represented by quotation marks with nothing between them, such as this. So now we're going to add a statement to print the value of result. And to do that, we're going to do console.log result. And it says depending on which console you use, you may not see anything printed. So now to manipulate the result string, we're going to use a different type of loop. So a for of loop which iterates over each item and iteratable object and temporarily assigns it to a variable. So the syntax for a for of loop looks like this. So for const value of iterable. So note that we could use const because a variable only exists for a single iteration, not during the entire loop. So we're going to create a for of loop that iterates through our rows array and assigns each value to the row variable. So we're going to do for const. So it says to iterate, so create a for of to iterate through the rows array to assign each value of the row variable. So we're going to do const rows of row dot value. Or should we just do row? Nope. Const row of rows. Just like this. With the curly braces. So now it says on step 37, it says remember in the previous loops that we used the addition operator to plus to increase the value of I by 1. We could similarly do this with a string value by appending a new string to an existing string. So for example, hello equals to hello plus world, a string world. Would add the string world to the existing string stored in hello variable. So in our for of loop, we're going to use the addition operator to concatenate the row value to the result value. So we're going to do row plus result. Oh, we should do okay, maybe not. So let's see. In our for of loop, we're going to use the addition operator to concatenate the row value of result value. So this is an example they gave us on how to do that. This would add the string world to the existing. So now it says we're going to use the addition operator to convert the row value to the result value. So result plus row. Okay, let's see. Let's see why this is not working. So we're doing hello equal to hello plus world. Oh, I see. So we would do row plus equals result. It should be the other way around. So it should be result plus row. So row plus equals result, or row, I mean. So for each row of rows, result plus equals row. Maybe a string result. Nope. It should be working. So result is equal to result plus row. Oh, this is how it should be. So result is equal to result plus row. Just like how they had it here.